Hello, fellow miserable humans. I'm Sam.
And I'm Han.
And we're your miserable mistresses. Thanks for tuning in again, because we're back.
You know what episode this is?
27.
Seriously?
No.
16.
16,
we are
baby.
recording episode 16.
That's wild.
I know.
You're welcome.
For all the entertainment. Shake the ice. We love some ASMR. We should do an ASMR episode.
We get an ice cube. I hurt my teeth.
I kind of like that.
Me too. And I don't like
ASMR stuff.
No, not at all.
I do. I just bumped Sam's microphone.
It's because she wants to get right here. It's not available today, Binu.
Come here.
Binu.
Come over here.
Let me grab her laptop. Episode 16, week 40, but that's fine. We took a long hiatus because, my girl's got cancer. So...
That just made me feel proud of it for some reason.
I mean, you should be proud that you've beaten it 4 times.
No, absolutely I am.
So, fuck cancer. Can't get my bitch.
It's tried 4 times.
Hopefully 4th time's the last.
No, it is. I changed the way I'm speaking about it.
Okay, it is the last time?
Yep.
Okay.
It will not be happening again.
That was Hannah's last cancer battle.
Yeah.
So, hoorah!
I just had a scan done last week. It was of my chest because, of course, there's also a mass in my chest that they've been keeping an eye on for the past couple years.
But it's not, worrisome enough to remove it?
It has grown the teensy bitsy
So it's just not worth putting you...
I don't know.
She tried to jump up there and missed. There's a hair tickling my titties.
But the easiest bit since September 2021, so it's not big enough to be alarming to them or anything. So we're just keeping an eye on it. I get it scanned once a year. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. That's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
I need to stop with the filler words.
You use a lot to start your sentences, and I use in the middle of my sentences.
We gotta trim down on those because I was, and with the video, it's hard to edit because that's what I need to figure out is it's jumpy for the parts that I edit out.
Yeah.
Which
you get what you get.
Yeah, facts. We're not masters. We do our best.
But if anybody wants to, come and be our editor / producer, let us know.
Wow. Yo, I'm cute. We're cute. I was just feeling like a whole bag of shit, and then I put on a new sweatshirt and I, push my bun up a little bit. It's fixed.
On the other hand, it's wash day, so my hair is greasy as fuck.
Oh, mine's greasy as fuck. That's why it's a lake. She's shiny.
Shiny bright like a diamond.
Our minds, our brains,
They're
bro,
so insane.
Are one and the fucking same.
That's disgusting.
So, that's a filler word too. Valentine's Day is coming up, and I just got Hannah 2 little mini Valentine's Day gifts. One of them is a little cat bag it's a TJ Maxx reusable bag, and if you don't know, the TJ Maxx reusable bags are
They're fucking ginormous.
perfect.
You could fit a toddler in there easily.
You could almost fit my badonk in one of them.
That's really saying something too. She has one.
I have one with dogs. And then I went to TJ Maxx today to return a pair of pants, and I saw one with cats, so I got that one for her. Really breaking the bank with the 99 cents, And then I also got her these little chocolates. It's a bar of chocolates this long, and it's 10 of them with cats on them.
Yeah, and they're chocolates from the UK. Did you see that?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. That's the first thing I noticed. I love chocolates from the UK.
Well, you're welcome.
Thanks.
So, where do we want to start? Do you want me to tell you my diddly first or my update? When did we record last? I'm just trying to remember.
Thursday.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's been 3 days.
Okay.
Well, I have 2 things to tell you.
Ooh, go for it.
Well, 2 things to tell the podcast, I guess.
Do you
One
wanna-
thing is specifically.
Okay, do one, and then I'll do one, then you do one, and then I'll do one.
Perfect.
Okay. You can start.
I was just going to talk about what a day.
Please hold. Just disclaimer, this is from the outside light. Oh, your story. Go for it.
Oh my god, the past 2 days at work have absolutely fucking kicked my ass. Friday and Saturday, they were both so chaotic and so messy at the same time. And it was just like, everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. I had a woman call me on the phone and she's in tears, and then I had a social work promise something to another guy that she doesn't have the right to promise him, that our department's in charge of. And my director for our department is all up in arms because of some shit that went down, but it was like everything that could have gone wrong did these past 2 days, and it was just like,
Oh, that was both days.
yeah, between Friday and Saturday. So when I got out at 12:45 today, I was like, I'm leaving, I'm done, nobody call me. And then tomorrow, because that's Martin Luther King Day, it will also be just a nice, relaxed day, because in the hospital, the clinics will be closed, the lab will be closed, there will be no surgeries.
Brief intermission.
So I'm hoping tomorrow is a nice, easy day to make up for Friday and Saturday.
Well, I hope it's easy breezy, beautiful for you.
Cover girl.
Yeah, we could be models. But okay, so that's your first thing?
Yep.
My first thing is I had a softball tournament yesterday, an overnight softball tournament. So my first game, I play second base, okay? And there was a ball that like went to first, and the runner going to second was moving pretty slow, so they got that out at first. And then my first baseman went to hum the ball my way. And when I say hum, like bullet. And indoor softball balls are like soft, but still hard, but they're bouncy. So this ball bounces out of my glove. I wasn't really ready to catch it either. I was not expecting it. And hits me square in this eye socket. I thought I was going to have a black eye today. It was pretty bad.
Tell them about the sunglasses today.
The sunglasses? Oh!
Because that had me cracking up at work today.
I don't think you responded to that.
I probably didn't because I got busy.
So, I went to leave my apartment this afternoon. Yeah, it was like noon. And I went to put my sunglasses on because it wasn't bright out, but it was bright enough to wear sunglasses, and I had a headache. And I put them on, and I'm like, why is this eye so clear and this one not? And, you know, I'm looking. I take them off. I clean the right side.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, but my steering wheel cover is black. So, like, when I looked through it, I couldn't tell. And I put them back on.
Just stabbed yourself in the eye.
I put them back on, and I was like, why is this such a different view? And I look in my mirror. This side, the lens wasn't in.
The softball knocked the lens. She sends me a Snapchat, and I'm just giggling to myself at work.
Oh, yeah, that got me. I thought it was so funny. I found the lens, and I popped it back in.
Oh, you did find the lens?
Oh, yeah, it was in my purse.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how it happened, but it literally had just, she's going to try and get up here. There's no space for her. That was gross. So I had that softball tournament, and oh my god, 2 of our guys on our team on our second game we played, they got fucking feisty. Like, one guy was like, I'm gonna fucking fight this kid, and the ump was like, no, the fuck you're not.
On your team?
Yeah.
Ew.
And bro, this guy sucks. Like, it's not good.
Calm down, it's an indoor softball league.
And he was I know it's a team sport, but he made so many errors and couldn't hit a single ball last night. If we had someone, we lost 2 people like an hour before the game. So we were down to 9, which is still enough to field and like play without any. Why are her eyes so big?
Bitch.
She said. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
So 9 is enough to play with no.
Subs.
No subs, but like no penalties either. Like you don't have to start with an out, whatever.
Okay.
This guy sucks. And he was sitting there talking all this shit. And I was like, buddy, you are the least person that can talk shit right now. You are lucky I don't fight you. I was so pissed off. So then our like captain switched he and I's position because obviously we didn't have enough people where anyone was on the bench. Because I think they would have benched him if they could have.
So where'd they put you?
Center.
Oh, okay.
Because he was out in center, but he couldn't catch the ball for the life of him. So they put me out there and put him. Indoor is weird unless you see it, but you don't really have an outfield, but center is like the deepest part. And then you have a left fielder over here, but then the right fielder is almost like, it's like second, first, and then like left center. But you're playing pretty closely together with the first and second baseman. So it's like a short right fielder, I guess.
Okay.
It's weird. So you have more people to like help you in that area. They switched him to over there, and it was just a mess. We didn't win a game. The second one we easily should have won, and we didn't. So that was my night. And then I got home at fucking midnight and didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm struggling. My body is struggling. My mind is struggling. But guess what? We are still gonna go to the fucking gym after we record, baby.
We're athletic.
I hated what I just did. Did you see that?
No, I was too busy looking at myself. Oh, ew, it looks like the head's not attached to your body.
Okay, but how can I do that? That's kind of cool. I'm also sore. I didn't go to the gym yesterday, but I
did softball.
Exactly. So I didn't think I needed to go to the gym, and I was already sore, so I didn't want to overdo myself and then not go today.
Yeah.
And yeah, I played 2 softball games yesterday. Whatever. I wonder if we can get like a little stick. Like, what if we put one of those mini hands on my back scratcher?
It might work.
It might. There's another hair tickle on my titties. Yep.
This keeps
falling.
Oops, sorry, Lotta.
Let me chug some coffee real quick. So that was my first thing. You can go with your second if you would like to. Hello, it's me.
There we go.
I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet.
Check. There we go.
There we go. You're pretty loud now. Talk normal.
Well, I was really close to my mic when I did that.
All right. Ew! Why do I look like that?
Girl.
That's a cute one. We're both glowing.
That is cute.
The light's too bright.
Oh my god, so my second one. This was
Wait.
more for the pod and
This is Epi 16.
yeah.
All right. Go for it. Second story.
This was more for the pod because this was something I forgot to talk about when we were doing our like life updates when we came back. But something I thought I should mention. I got my lady bits waxed for the very first time. Let me tell you.
Ouchie.
Ouch.
I'm going to do it too, but I'm scared, so.
I've got another appointment because I had to stop because my scar goes over where my lady bit hairs are. I didn't know how else to word that.
My lady bit. Your pubes.
My
your vagina hairs.
pussy hairs.
I want to braid them.
Ew.
You get them waxed. They're not long enough.
But yeah, I've got another one coming up in 2 weeks. Just to give them bitches time to grow out. Because, you know.
It has to be a certain length.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be like a little grabbable, you know?
You know?
You know?
But that was the smoothest I have ever been since I was
Like baby
a
butt
baby.
cheeks.
Oh, yeah. Like, so smooth.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do one soon. I don't know if I want to try before Paris or after. I feel like before could be fun because, like, if I do meet someone over there, I don't want to have to worry about shaving.
And that's the thing. You don't have to worry about it at all.
Say less. I'm going to call them tomorrow.
Perfect.
It's MLK Day. They might be closed.
You can book right online.
Well, no. Not the place I want to go to.
Oh, okay.
Because it's free for your first one.
Oh.
And you know, bad college grad.
If it's free, it's for me.
Well, and I don't want to pay for it and then hate it, so.
That's true.
I'll get a first one for free and see if I like it, and then I think I would probably go to where you go after that.
I love the girl that I go to.
But
she does a fantastic job.
Yeah, the one that I'm talking about is literally right there. It's in the Buffalo Wild Wings Plaza.
Oh, European Wax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the ones that do the first one for free.
I'm about to be a first customer every time.
Facts. My passport and my license look like two different people, so we good there.
Perfect. Yeah, that was my second story. I just wanted to let the people know that this kitty cat is smooth.
I need a dual pod. Because I forgot I have two things to say, so don't let me forget. One is about my future husband.
What song should I sing?
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Hello. It's me. I was wondering about.
Okay, Chrissy.
No, it's. I was wondering about.
Chrissy.
To go over. Ew. Stop it with the breathiness.
That's exactly how she did it.
Oh,
though.
I know. We gotta watch that video tonight.
Oh, Chrissy.
We're bullies, bro. But, like, not really.
Okay, but is it bullying if you deserve it?
Does she deserve it, though? Yeah, she does. It's me. Alright. We're back. So,
Did you ever go away?
Yes. Often. We have a fog machine. Okay, so, first disclaimer. My future husband is no longer my future husband. So, we were talking about the podcast the other day. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And I said, like, I had mentioned him on it. My fucking podcast, our name is Miserable Mistresses. What the fuck do you expect? I talk about 5 men at least on each episode. So, he got really mad at me for mentioning it. And I was like, your name is redacted. No one would be able to know it was you. Like, no one would be able to tell who I'm talking about. And he was just like, don't do that. Like, I was like, well, I'm not deleting it because it's already posted. So, eat my ass. No, he would love to, but.
Yeah.
So, you will no longer be hearing about my ex-future husband.
My ex-future husband.
Because he is now dead to me.
Rest in peace.
And I think I'm just gonna. I got. Laptop almost died. So he is no longer with us, and I think I'm just gonna cut him off because I'm not gonna deal with that. It's too much energy, and I can speak freely about whatever the fuck I want to. So
exactly. Who is he to say that you can't? Fuck that.
Right. You're putting yourself in this position,
you want
buddy.
to name drop now?
No. No, because I'm not trying to ruin his life, but I'm gonna have a good time with mine.
Fuck yeah.
And
it's that simple.
Exactly. I don't need to explain myself. So that was one of the things I needed to talk about. So,
oh god,
the boy that I said I didn't want to waste my energy because he kept canceling on me, whatever. Don't sigh at me, okay? So last night we FaceTimed. We had a very, very long conversation and like a deep conversation about our feelings.
Okay.
And his feelings towards the situation and mine. And he validated mine and I validated his. You know, he knows I'm frustrated with the situation, but he was also upset that I didn't like hold it over him, but he was like, if it's my family or you, I'm gonna pick my family. And I was like, okay, that's fair. But it's been so long. So like, okay, if that happens, be like, hey, can we hang out tomorrow?
Right. Make an active plan.
Correct. But so the only reason I think I'm gonna still try and stick with it is I think he is looking for what I'm looking for. So I think it could be worth waiting.
And what are you looking for exactly?
I want to commit.
You do?
I've wanted to. I just am terrified and I haven't found someone who wants to do that. Everyone just wants to fuck. And cool.
It's such a weird age.
And especially like after COVID, I feel like everyone's like, I'm working on me. I need to take time for myself, which I understand. And that's fine. But that's just not really what I'm looking for. And like last night, he like kind of was like he wants a relationship. And I did think he was speaking to other females, and I talked to other men. Where did we leave off?
Who the fuck knows?
Oh, I was talking about how I wanted to be in a relationship.
Oh, yes.
So I do want to be in a relationship, which terrifies me, as you know. Like, abandonment issues, whatever. So I think I'm going to try and wait it out, but we'll see how long. And he was saying that, like, I had a lot of attitude the last few days and, like, it wasn't fun for him. And I was like, well, waiting around for you is not fun for me either. So we both kind of hashed out our problems. Like, it was a really good conversation.
I'm glad you were able to have that conversation with him.
And I said that to him. I was like, these conversations are so hard for me, but I'm trying to be better. So that was, like, pretty big for me.
Yeah, no, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. So we're going to see what happens and see where things go, I guess. But he did tell me, I think I touched on this, but I don't know if I went into it. He's not talking to any other females.
Oh, he isn't?
No.
Ooh.
Which I assumed he was. And that's on me. We'll see what happens, I guess.
Okay. Just remember, don't settle for anything less than you deserve.
Exactly.
Because sometimes when you get wrapped up into that, you forget what you deserve.
Right. No.
And I've done
I
that.
know what I deserve.
I've done that.
And that was a thing last night that he mentioned was like, he knows that I know who I am, what I am, and what I deserve. So he understands that part. But he was like, you have to understand my side of things too, which he has had like a lot of family shit going on. Like today I was going to ask if he wanted to hang out, but he had a bunch of friends with his mom or whatever. And she actually woke up feeling real shitty because she, and I guess her treatments have been taking her toll. So he was like, I'm going to stay home and take care of her. And I was like, that's so cute. Like, yeah, you stay home and take care of your mom.
And that's completely understandable.
Right.
But, like I said earlier, make active plans. Like,
right.
Be proactive. If hanging out with you and possibly developing commitment at some point is something that he's interested, then he needs to put a little more effort into it right now.
Right.
And if he's not showing that, then yeah, you're going to have attitude.
Right.
It's that simple.
Yeah. And he did mention that when he is in a relationship, he tends to push his friendships away. So he's trying to not do that right now. And like last night, I guess his friends came up from college that he hadn't seen in like 4 years. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, I was busy last night anyways. So I understand that part of things. But I was like, I'm not the type of person that's going to make you push away your friendships.
It's all understandable as long as you have an open and honest conversation with each other.
And we did last night.
I think that's absolutely fantastic.
So that's big moves for me, guys.
That is big moves for
That's
Sam. Because
big moves.
when I met Sam, that is not something that she would have done.
I avoid those conversations.
Yeah.
I used to. I'm turning a new leaf, you guys.
New year, new
me.
Not going to therapy anymore, but
I'm still working on myself.
She really is. I've actually noticed a huge improvement in you and setting boundaries for yourself since going to therapy.
boundaries are big for me, and they're very hard for me to establish, but they are so needed that, like, to preserve my own mental health. So I've been trying to be better about that, and I think I've been doing better.
And I think even for me, sometimes, like that conversation that we had about me not feeling supported at the wedding, I got nervous.
Oh, I was anxious as fuck when you said it.
That conversation with you.
But it feels so much better after it's done.
Well, because I know how you react to certain things, and I've seen the way you react to certain people in certain situations, and I was like, I just want you to know, like, I'm coming from a loving place. And I think at this point in our relationship, like, we know.
Right.
We love each other. You're not going anywhere, bitch. I know
I
don't say that often.
I know. Wait a minute. Hannah just figured out that this fall we will have known each other for 7 years.
7 years.
And I told her, I looked at her, I go, most of the people in my life don't make it past the 2-year mark.
Isn't that fucking wild?
7 years. That it does not feel like I've known you for 7 years.
It doesn't at all. And we've spent almost every single fucking day together besides COVID.
Literally.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I think there was like a week where we were mad at each other that we didn't hang out.
Which I don't even know why.
Neither of us remembers what it was about. I honestly have no idea. I probably said some shit. I probably said some shit. I was probably a cunt. Let's be real. But I don't know.
So when it
because you know how I am.
Yeah. So now when it comes to having conversations, let's say I have to remember, like, that's my best fucking friend. Like,
it's me. I think even like my mentality, like, I think I've changed a lot in ways that I don't see every day. But looking at like the grand scheme of things, like when you first met me to now.
Oh my God, she's a whole different person.
I mean, still
she's
me.
She's still a bitch,
but only if you deserve it.
Yeah. She used to just be a bitch to everybody all the time. Now she's only a bitch if you deserve it.
Sometimes. For the most part. No, and I'm sassy. So, like, there's a difference between me being sassy and me being a bitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just have to know which one's coming at you. But, yeah, I think even, like, I think I'm doing better.
I think so, too.
Just in general.
You've grown a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know where that happened or why it happened, but it happened.
When it happened, honestly.
I know. I don't really know when the switch happened. I honestly think it had to do with, I think Ecuador changed me a lot as a person, one, and then when my mom went back to detox the first time. Yeah. I think because that's when I started therapy. And I started setting, like, clear boundaries, not only with my mom, but other people in my life.
Yeah, therapy is when I noticed the boundaries starting to take place.
And I think boundaries change a lot of things.
You're not as angry as you used to be.
I know. And I don't know where that came from. Like, I don't know. And I think I just realized there's no point in being angry. It was a waste of my energy, and I still get angry.
I always say that.
But, like, I have anger problems. That's just...
And you know, that's a part of who you are.
Right.
That's something you will have to deal with and struggle with for the rest of your life.
But I'm doing much better. Like, 3 years ago, what was it, 2020? Yeah, so, like, 3 years ago, I punched the mirror in my car, didn't even think about it, didn't think about the consequence, ripped my hand open. It was bad. And now, like, when was that? Like, a couple months ago, I go, Hannah, I need to punch something.
That was like, yeah.
And we had a pizza box, and she was like, punch this pizza box.
Well, hold up this pizza box.
And I said, say less. 2-3 years ago, I would have just punched a wall.
Yeah.
And wouldn't care if a hole went in the wall, I broke my knuckles, wouldn't have mattered. So that's improvement.
It's huge improvement.
And yeah, I find myself getting less angry just in general now, and I just think, what's the point?
Yep.
It's a waste of my energy.
You can take that energy and put it into something else.
Exactly.
Something else more productive.
And what does getting angry do? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. That's the same thing with being anxious, which that one's a little harder to control.
Yeah,
But like when I find myself being really anxious, I try to tell myself like worrying about these things isn't going to change an outcome. It does not change an outcome. The only thing it will do is prevent you from doing those things, and I don't want to prevent myself from doing those things.
Yep.
No matter what those things are. Because if they make me anxious, that means pushing myself out of my comfort zone, which I'm trying to do more of.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, I'm trying to do more of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think, Hannah, I'm growing as a person.
I'm very proud of you.
I'm almost out of grad school.
I'm in my mid-20s, bitch.
I know, I'm about to turn 25.
That's disgusting.
I'm about to turn 25.
I turned 26 this year.
That's disgusting.
That's
disgusting.
What the fuck? When did that happen?
I
Probably
turned
around the same time that you changed.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I used to be so mad all the time. I mean, that's just anger problems. But and now when I see people get mad like I used to, like it makes me so uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And just realizing how me being mad, I more so did it like by myself. I didn't, like I would never show my full mad to you or in front of you. But I'm like, I can't believe that I used to be like that. And like, it's not fun. It's not fun to be mad all the time.
That, to have those feelings inside you, like it's uncomfy to live like that.
Right. And I lived like that for years.
Yeah.
And now, you know, getting older, you realize, what the fuck's the point? There isn't one. I was just mad at the world for things in my life that I couldn't control. If I can't control it, why am I mad?
And it's so nice to like look at things now and look at the things we can control and like look at our beautiful apartment, look at our beautiful little family we've created.
I know.
And like, it's, you know, what's the point in being so angry?
Exactly.
The things that we can control, we've done a pretty good fucking job.
Yeah, and there's definitely still things like I do get angry about.
No, of course, we're human. Like,
and the things I usually get angry about have to do with like my previous trauma. So those are other things I have to work through myself. But I think me realizing that is huge in itself.
Yeah.
So this episode got really deep.
It did really fast.
Raw and unfiltered content, baby. I don't know how we got into this. Oh, yeah.
That conversation that you had.
Yeah. Like that, even a year ago, I would have avoided that conversation.
Yeah. So I think that was awesome for you personally, but also for like you guys together.
Yeah. Like it was like, that was like the most connected to him I felt, which was
good.
Pretty awesome. And normally, like we did that on the phone, like FaceTime. We weren't texting or messaging.
That's
we were
huge too.
On the phone. So, and I noticed last night, like normally I will just like snap responses, and I caught myself like thinking before I spoke
and listening
and processing my feelings and processing his side of the story.
That took me a long time.
Yeah.
To figure out how to do is to like take a deep breath, process your own feelings before you respond, because sometimes if you don't, your response can come back
and bite you in the ass.
Yep.
And that's what used to happen to me all the time, because I wouldn't think. I would just be like, yeah, well, whatever. But last night I like took a minute, processed what he said. And what I loved about our conversation, he gave me the time to process. It's like, I'm not used to that.
That's so good.
I'm not used to that.
That's good on his part.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to jinx anything, but I really do think it could be what I've been looking for a really long time. And I really do think he could be the person that it would work well with.
Well, keep us updated.
Ew, I am nauseous.
Me too. I'm nauseous for you. I'm secondhand nauseous.
I need a promethazine. They're in my car. It's fine. But yeah, so I'm nervous, but I'm hopeful. I mean, I can go deeper into this if we want to, but it's like a lot on me. Not a lot on me, but like Ew, I don't know. See, this is what happens. This is normally what happens when I try to have these conversations.
It always goes to the ew. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ew, I'm done talking about it.
Yes, and that's normally how, and I would just end it there. I would not keep going. I wouldn't talk about it. I would just ignore it and pretend it never happened. I'm going to pull up our messages real quick. Because, like, even after
she got receipts.
Well, even after we, like, got off the phone. Okay. Not the nudes.
So that's what we were doing at 4 a.m.?
After the conversation.
The side eye that I just got.
No, those were this morning.
They have a good early morning mood.
Okay, but watch this.
Why did I just think your hand was your pussy?
I don't know. This titty looks so flat.
Why does it look like that?
Because I was laying
It
down.
looks like a hamburger patty.
Okay, but this one looks nice.
Yeah, it does.
He was also funny. He really matched my energy last night when we were, like, having a deep conversation, and then he just came in and said, "So, can I see your tits?" Just in the middle of it. Like,
love that.
To lighten the mood, and I was like, no. I told him after. But
Katie's good at that type, too. She's good at, like, taking a serious conversation and making it light.
right.
Yeah.
And it lightens the mood. It makes it easier to talk
It
about.
really does. Especially for people like you and me who have a hard time with those conversations.
Yeah.
So when somebody's able to, like, make it lighter and not feel so heavy.
I sent a message. I don't really know. Because he said he was like, it's really hard for me when you're negative all the time. And I was like, I get that. I get that. And I have been pretty negative. So I was like, I will do my best to change that. But you have to give me some on your end as well.
Perfect.
And I was like, I almost feel like I'm scared to lose him even though I haven't had him.
Mm-hmm.
And that just comes from past trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I just feel like my best is never good enough. Like, if you think about the last two guys I was with, I spent 2 years of my life doing my best. And I told him.
For both of them. 2 years separately.
Separately. Waste of my fucking time. Because I went to hell and back for both of them and got nothing in return other than life lessons. So thank you, but fuck you. And I just told him, I was like, I don't feel like my best is ever good enough. And he was like, well, I feel like I haven't seen it yet. And I was like, you haven't.
Because that's
I don't give it out easily.
Exactly. And especially with your past quote-unquote relationships, you know.
My relationships that wouldn't be in relationships.
They just were
But wanted the
you,
benefits of being in a relationship.
Yeah. One after another that, like, you giving 110% meant nothing.
So I don't give it easily anymore. You have to earn it, I guess.
Right, so the guy who isn't seeing you, why would you give him 110%? Why would you give him the best version of yourself?
Right, and I told him, I was like, anyone who I am down for, I will go to hell and back. That doesn't matter if it's a friend, if it's a significant other. I will do anything in my power to do whatever you need. Or to support you in whatever you need support in.
It's so funny because when, like, my mom talks about you, she's like, Sam is something else. I know, but she's my ride or die. Like, that bitch would do
Like, you called
anything.
me at 2:30 in the morning and said, hey, I need you to pick me up in Boston. I'm on my way.
She is you are such a huge support. I know, and we're going to get really into this right now because I also wrote up a little, like, about you for my wedding website.
Okay.
Yeah. You have seen me through so many different versions of myself, and you have loved me and stood by me.
I'm going to cry.
I know, I'm getting, like, teary-eyed through every single one of those, and
we've been through some shit.
We have. We really have, and, like, you are always there. Always.
Sorry.
I know.
I just got choked up.
My right eye is like, oh, there's something in my right eye.
But yeah, no, and, like, that's the thing is I will do, and I feel like you're the same way. Like, I will do anything and everything. That one, I drove to Connecticut and back.
Multiple times.
He needed a ride home. I said, oh, don't worry, I got 3.5 hours. And driving back by myself? You're welcome. For what? Nothing. And now, he's obsessed with me. It's fine. And that's what happens to me every time is they don't realize what they had and then they're like, I fucked up. And I'm like, yeah, you did. But yeah, and this kid was just like, honestly, if we're just both honest and easy, like if we're honest, it should be easy. And I was like, that is one thing. Like I have never lied to him.
Wow.
I've never needed to.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's no point in lying because the truth will always get found out.
Yep.
And then it's just messy. You're better off just telling them the truth, and if it's bad, work through it, whatever. And then I asked him, I was like, where do you see this going? Like, what are you looking for? And he was like, a relationship, but I want us to be open. And I was like, wait.
Like an open relationship?
That's what I asked.
Open with each other.
Open with each other.
Okay.
He was like, just open about everything and not trying to, like, just have little arguments and just be trusting. And I was like, okay. I was like, that takes time, but that's a good goal. Like, yeah. I would love to have that. Like, that's the goal.
It's not bad.
It's not.
Does he listen to this?
No.
Kay doesn't listen to this either.
And then he said something, I still didn't really understand this. Like, I'm way out of line wanting you to just be mine. I was like, what do you mean? A girl that's my girl. What? I don't know. Never really, like, got resolution with that. But.
How old is he?
Same age.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Where'd he go to high school?
Deering.
Doesn't sound familiar to me. I didn't know very many people from Deering when I was in high school. And I love that there's still base where people went to high school. Like, well, because you still gonna know them or not.
Yeah, but you still like live around here.
Yeah.
One thing I do love is like he is a mama's boy, bit like hard. Like,
oh, she's so cute.
Yeah.
Look at her.
And like,
look at that picture of them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how sweet is that?
And like a lot of his photos are like him and his mom.
He's cute.
I know. One thing he also does, because he knows I don't drink anymore, because he drinks, which is fine.
Yeah. But
he won't drink in front of me, like when we're on FaceTime or whatever. And I was like, that's thoughtful.
That is.
Like, I don't know how else to put that. Like, most people wouldn't care, and I don't care.
Right.
But like, and the other day, he wouldn't rip his Juul or his vape until he saw me rip mine. He goes, oh, okay, I didn't know if he smoked or anything.
Wow.
Right?
That really says something.
Exactly. So I am holding out hope.
What a respectable young man.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that comes from his mother. I think he has learned a lot from his mom.
Well.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I'm hoping for the best with this situation. And I'm not going to expect the worst. Because I don't want to expect the worst.
Keep yourself open.
Yeah. So this is...
Just sounded like you were taking a poop.
So this is like what I struggle with. Because now I just... So I was talking to that boy that just hiked the Appalachian Trail.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to hang out this week.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't really feel like I can.
Then don't. You know he's always there. He's been there.
He always comes back.
Exactly.
So yeah, I might just put that off and see what happens with this. But I don't know. That's like...
Go out with this man, kind of feel it out, hang out in person.
Well, and that's the thing. I was like, I feel like the connection will change so much once we meet in person.
Exactly.
But I'm also that person that, like, I'm kind of scared to meet him in person because I'm like, what if I don't add up? But, like, we FaceTimed and everything, so, and you've seen...
I can sit at another table wearing, like, a mustache and a hat.
I don't think he would know who you were,
no,
even if you weren't.
Probably not, but still, it'd be funny for you to look over and me
yes,
wearing a mustache.
Yes, it really would. I don't know. I'm scared, but I'm excited. I don't know. This is out of my element.
It really is.
But it's what I've wanted for the last year or so, and that's why I've been celibate and like not settling. You know, I have so many fucking options that I could go have sex with someone tonight if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I don't want to.
Because that's not what you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm not, you know, that was fun for college, whatever. But I want something real, which is something I've lacked in life.
Bitches in our mid-20s now, so.
Well, and I just feel like I've been deprived of that. Like, those two guys that took 2 years of my life, that was 4 years of my life.
Tell me if I'm wrong, or like speaking out of turn, but to me, it feels like you've been lacking an authentic relationship for most of your life, pretty much until you met me.
Yeah. And that comes from daddy issues. And my first real boyfriend was abusive and fucked me up in ways that no one can comprehend unless you went through it. And I think that is what terrifies me of commitment.
Absolutely.
Like this was the drug dealer. This is the one who made me an addict. Mm-hmm. So that's fun. And he was physically abusive, mentally abusive, and then he cheated on me and got a girl pregnant and married her.
Congrats.
They got divorced, so. And he is
congrats to her.
Ugly now. No, she's a fucking bitch, bro. She was the type of girl, she got arrested in high school and smiled for her mugshot. Like,
oh, yikes. She's one of those bitches.
Yes. So I feel like I didn't let myself have that because I didn't want it.
Which is fair, you know?
Yeah. But I wanted it. Like, I wanted it, but I didn't want it.
Because you didn't want to go through that again.
Right. Or even put myself in a situation that I could go through that again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's terrifying. But I want commitment. I just don't know how it works. I'm nervous. Can you tell?
You're
fidgety
spinning with your hands.
I am. You know, and I never really had a real relationship after that. Or like before that. That was my one real relationship, which was shit. So we'll see. I deserve it. So
you absolutely do.
And that was sorry, going back to what he was telling me last night. He was just like, he was like, I like you so much, and like you seem like a great person. He kept calling me beautiful and gorgeous, and I was like, thank you, I know, thank you. No.
We love a confident queen.
But like last night, I was in this hoodie with my hood pulled up, like I wasn't trying.
That's the best.
Yeah. So
it just gives you the warm fuzzies.
This is a photo of the three of us that it only got my face in.
We love that.
Ew, I literally think I'm gonna throw up. This got way too deep for me. Deep breaths. Coping mechanisms. That's what's to come in my life, and I hope it goes well. And maybe I won't be a mistress anymore.
I told Sam she wasn't getting a +1 at my wedding unless she had a committed partner. So
I forgot about that. Oh my god, could you imagine? Oh, he would look so good dressed up. Oh my god. The wedding photos? I know it's your wedding, but like if I could get a cool photo.
But like me?
But just one photo of the two of us together. Oh, we are gonna look so hot at your wedding. Just saying.
It's my wedding. It's not about you.
I know. Shut up, Al. No. You really want them all to be floor length?
Yeah.
I look like shit in floor length dresses. Because my thighs are so much bigger than this part of me.
You're going to look slim thick in that dress.
I don't know.
We'd be going to the gym.
It'll depend.
You say you slimming out in the mid area?
What scares me is that I can't try it on.
I wonder what the policy for that website is.
Because dresses for me are so... I could get the same dress in the same style and it could look totally different.
Yeah.
That terrifies me.
We'll have to see what the policy on that
I know. Because I'm like, I wonder if I could just order it and try it on and send it back.
Yeah. Or like order like 3.
Right. Try them on.
Pick
send
which
them back.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that because floor length.
We got 18 months. But speaking of the wedding, I think Kay and I picked a venue.
Didn't you tell them that? Yeah, you did.
I did?
Yeah, on
I'm
Thursday.
just really excited about it.
Yeah, which I tried looking it up online, but I couldn't find shit.
Village by the Sea.
Yeah.
In Wells. I'll show you it.
I would say I looked it up for photos, but I couldn't find anything. But yeah, so that's exciting. Yeah, I'm excited to go to your wedding. I've never been in a wedding, and I've only attended like one in my life. Since, well, that I've been old enough to like recollect. Like I went to one when I was like fucking 8 or something like that.
Yeah, I went to your uncle's.
Yeah. But that was recently.
Yeah.
But the one, like the only one before that, I was like 8 years old.
Oh, okay.
So I obviously don't really remember it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm having fun planning. Like my mom, when she just called, said she got us a membership at Michael's because we're doing all the corsages and centerpieces ourselves to like save a little money, honey. You know, so.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, we've been buying some of the flowers for that, and we're doing like boutonnieres and corsages and bouquets, and so.
Just thinking about how much I just exposed myself on this one episode, but it's fine.
That's okay. That's what we're here for, you know?
Well, and like, this podcast is almost like therapy in itself.
It really is.
Because just reflecting on what we just talked about, and I weirdly feel like we had a good connection through that whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we have a good connection anyways.
No, but that was like deep.
It was deep. We haven't had one of those in a long time.
Oh, we used to have them when we smoked all the time, but.
Oh my god, the picture of me holding the blunt crying.
We'll have to post that.
I don't know. I have chills. Why do I have chills? I have the chills. I think I'm going to throw the fuck up. What's good? Okay. That's that.
We love you.
It's
I have to poop.
Do you?
Yeah. I think so. I've had, some
Do they know you have IBS? Yeah, we've mentioned it.
Probably. I've had some questionable bowel habits the past couple of days, so.
Yeah, so we're hoping for some movement.
Yeah.
And
so wish me luck.
I cheer her on from the living room and I say, how's it going in there?
And wish Sam luck on her relationship endeavors.
Hopefully it goes well. I don't know. I'm nervous.
Yeah, keep us updated. You had to breathe as a coping mechanism.
I know. I don't think I was breathing right there.
Have a good night.
Or not. See you next Tuesday. That was...
Yeah.